to Koreadathon Day 1 reading vlog. I am currently home on my lunch break. To start off Koreadathon, I decided I would start with The Wicked Fox. I am still very early into it. I don't think I've read very much yet, so I don't have any concrete thoughts or feelings. I am reading at work. I do the majority of my reading at work because I read a lot of ebooks, so it's easy for me to pull up the Kindle desktop website and read on the computer when there's downtime. I do have a Kindle that I bought that I never use, which was such an honest waste of money. But regardless, that's not the point of this vlog. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of reading done today just because I do read a lot at work. Usually when I get home, I do very minimal, if any, reading. Right now, I'm just so tired that I can't really focus on the book and what I'm reading. Like I said, I'm reading The Wicked Fox, and although I'm still very early into it, there is a lot of mythology that is being explained or mentioned, and I just feel like because I'm so tired, I keep glossing over the words and the pages, so my mind isn't like focused or like awake at the moment to process all of the information. So I don't want to push myself into getting through the book while I'm basically half asleep because I won't remember any of it and the information won't make sense later on. I plan on coming home and taking a nap. However, I don't know about you, but when I take naps, they usually take all afternoon. I am not like that person who takes a 20-minute power nap and is ready to go. No. I have to get a full 3-hour, 4-hour nap. So that's what's going to take up the majority of my evening today. With that being said, I think day 1 will be pretty short. I'm also debating whether or not I should read Anna K as an audiobook because I get all of my books through the Libby app, and the ebook for Anna K is actually on hold for like at least another 4 weeks, or I would have to wait 4 weeks before I can get the book, which, as we know, Koreadathon is only a week long, so I cannot wait. However, the audiobook is available right away, so I'm thinking maybe I should just get the audiobook because I do listen to audiobooks at home, so that is something that I can do while I'm at home. I haven't looked to see how long the audiobook is, but I just think that will be more convenient so that I can make use of my time at home. If anything changes, I will be sure to update you, but I don't think there will be a lot updated for day 1 because your girl's sleeping schedule is just out of whack and I need a nap if I'm going to function like a human being. Vlog update. There's the boys.
I need a haircut.
Yeah, I need these eyebrows done. Don't mind the kitchen wall.
We're under construction.
Again. It is currently 7:48. Like I said yesterday, I didn't get any more reading done. I took a nap. I woke up at like 9:45, and that's where my day went. Actually, no, I lied. I did do some reading. I did get the Anna K audiobook from my local library. I'm not a fan of the narrator. I don't like the narrator's voice. Like, I just don't like the way she's reading it, so I don't know if I should keep listening to the audiobook or not. I finished The Wicked Fox at work today. I gave it a 3 stars. I do plan on making a wrap-up once we finish the readathon. Yeah, I gave it a 3 stars. I liked it. I didn't love it, obviously, but I did really like it. I would recommend it. Stay tuned for a wrap-up if you want to know more of my in-depth thoughts. And I also started Please Look After Mom, or Please Look for Mom, something like that. I'll insert the cover somewhere here. I am about 30% in, and wow, is this book tugging at my heartstrings. My eyes keep tearing up at every page. Like, I knew as soon as I got 2% into the book, I was like, this is a book that I'm gonna feel it deep in my soul. It's gonna touch me. I just know it. So basically we start off the book. You're seeing different points of views from different family members. So it starts off with the sister's point of view. They're working on flyers because their mother got lost on the Seoul subway station, and everyone's kind of like blaming each other, like, oh, why did you take the subway? Why didn't you take a taxi? Well, why weren't you there to pick them up? Well, why didn't you pick her up? So it's kind of like they're blaming each other at this point, but at the same time, like, you're seeing through flashbacks, like, the kids, so far it's only been the kids, but like in flashbacks you're seeing the kids last like memories of her, and you see how they like each are like kind of slowly realizing everything that their mother did for them. So it's just really touching so far. I'm only 30% in, and like I said, my eyes keep tearing up at every other page in the book, which is a little awkward when you're at work, but thankfully it was a really slow day today, so no one saw my watery eyes. So that's good. I might read like the audiobook. I'll listen to the audiobook, but like I said, I don't love the narrator, and it's just really hindering my enjoyment. So it's like to the point where I really feel like it's just kind of annoying me. I don't know, it's just not the narrator for me. I guess a little bit about Anna K. Like I said, I think I only got maybe like no more than 10% into the book, and so far they went over the list of characters in order of appearance, and holy cow, there is a ton of characters in this book, which I don't know if it just seemed like a lot of characters because they were all named like at once at the beginning, but I feel like there's just so many people to keep track of, which is also making me lean towards reading either a physical book where I can tab it, or as an ebook where I can highlight the characters, because there are just so many characters. I'm scared I'm not going to keep track of all of them, and I'm going to forget who's who, and you don't have the book to like reference back to the beginning to see who is who. So I don't know, I might listen to the audiobook, but I will probably do a reread sometime in the future. If I can't get it in for this readathon, I will probably reread it in the future as an ebook or as a physical book. So kind of my initial thoughts, there are a lot of characters, very messy vibes. It's sounding like the book opens up with like a girl finding out that her boyfriend cheated on her, and like that blowing up, and the guy trying to make it up to her. So definitely very like Gossip Girl drama vibes. So I enjoy that aspect. I don't think it's a problem with the book. I think it's the narrator that I just don't want to listen to her tell me the story.
Please look at how giant this font is. I usually do the smallest font on the Kindle desktop website, and it's usually pretty small, but this is the smallest setting and it is still so huge.
Day 3 of Koreadathon. I finished another book, so I've read 2 out of 5 books. I actually think that I'll only be able to read 4 books because the group book, The Silence of Bones, isn't available through my library, and unfortunately I just don't have the funds to purchase the ebook or the physical book. But I am hoping to at least get through the 4 other books that I have planned. I finished Look After Mom today, and it really touched me. It really gave me a sense of appreciation, and I will say I thought it was going to be a lot more of a mystery. Like, I thought it was going to have more of a mystery thriller vibe, but no, it is a contemporary. I feel like the main focus of the book, at least the way that I interpreted it, English is not my first language. The way that I understood it is it focused a lot on motherhood and the struggles of motherhood and how misunderstood some mothers can be. I feel like sometimes we forget, and maybe it doesn't even have to be like mothers, it can just be a parent. I think sometimes we forget that our parents are humans too. They aren't just a parent, but sometimes like their identity just gets lost and they're reduced to being just a parent. And it's hard. I don't know, just reading it's really hard. My mom was a single mother, and it just really, wow, like it just put things into perspective. Some of the things that were being discussed, the regrets that some of the children had, it really just made me sit back and think like, wow, like when is the last time that I told my mom thank you for anything, or just like, I don't know, it's just like a really strange feeling while I was reading the book. And I think that's the reason I kept tearing up throughout the book, is because it just really puts things into perspective. So I did enjoy it, in case you can't tell. I will go into a little bit more detail in my wrap up. I have started Pachinko. This was the story about a girl who gets pregnant by a man who is married. So unfortunately, you know, like she can't wed this person. She wasn't aware that he was married until after she's pregnant, which is very, very shameful for her. This does take place, I think, in like the 1930s. It's during the time that Japan colonized Korea, which I was aware that this had happened, but I didn't know a lot of details about it. So this book does have some of those cultural aspects mixed in with the story. So I think that's interesting because I didn't know anything really about that. I'm at the point where she's pregnant and she's told her mom, and they're just kind of keeping it a secret because, again, it's during a time period. They are in the kind of village or just port city where this would be extremely, extremely shameful for them. Yeah, I'm not swayed yet, like if I like it or don't like it. I'm just pretty indifferent about it at this point. I haven't made any progress on Anna K. I just feel like I haven't gotten into the book enough to be at a point where I want to know what's going to happen. And the reason I haven't gotten to that point is because I do not like the narrator. As I stated yesterday, the narrator's voice just rubs me the wrong way. I don't enjoy it. It's been a few days since Koreadathon ended. Clearly, as you have seen, I kind of fell off the wagon at day 3. And it wasn't so much that I fell off the wagon, then I got stuck reading Pachinko. It was a lot longer than I expected. The first 2 books that I had read, I read them in ebook format, so I can't actually physically see like how thick they are, but they went by pretty quickly. I mean, I finished both books, I think, in like a day and a half. But Pachinko, it just took me a lot longer. So I got held up, and I'm not the kind of person who can read multiple books at a time. Clearly, as you have all heard me say multiple times, at home, I do very, very minimal reading. So at work, I focus on one book that I'm reading, and then that's the book that I'm focused on. Also, we did get this wall painted, so it's not all weird and yellow looking. I like the color, but I'm going off on a tangent. So my final tally for Koreadathon was 2 books out of 5. I think I mentioned earlier, I already knew I wasn't going to be able to read the group book because it wasn't available through my library and I didn't have the funds to purchase it. So I had a max of 4 books that I could read. I read Wicked Fox and I read Please Look After Mom, and then I got held up on Pachinko. What was the other book I was going to read? Oh, Anna K. I never listened more to the audiobook than from the last update that I did. I fell off the wagon. Officially, I read 2 books for Koreadathon. I did end up finishing Pachinko, so I will be mentioning it in my Koreadathon wrap-up. It just wasn't during Koreadathon. I think I finished it on Monday. Regardless, I had a good time. The 3 books that I did read, I really enjoyed. I don't think I gave any of them under 3 stars, so really good. I feel like I learned a lot about the family aspect. Pachinko took place during like during and post World War II times. I don't know like how accurate that is in modern times, but I feel like I got a feel for like the family culture in that book. But also in Please Look After Mom, I feel like I definitely got the family culture aspect. In Wicked Fox, I got to learn a little bit about the mythology, some mythology from Korea, which was really interesting. So I feel like I got a good experience out of this. I learned some things. I got a little bit of an insight on Korean culture. So all in all, it was a success, even if I didn't read all the books I was hoping. If you haven't checked out my Koreadathon vlog where my boyfriend and I made barbecue bulgogi and tried soju, definitely check that out. I'll try and remember to link it up in the cards. I am so terrible at linking things in the freaking cards. It's my own damn promotion, and I forget to do it. That's it to this reading vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Elle. I failed yet another readathon, and I'll see you in next time's video.